Hello class 8 students, welcome everyone. So today in this video we are going to start a new chapter from your NCERT class 8 science book, that is coal and petroleum, chapter number 5, coal and petroleum. So let's begin. See, we use a large number of materials for our basic needs, right? We use a large number of materials for our basic needs, and some of these materials are found in nature, whereas some others are man-made, like say air, water, soil. Okay, air, water, soil, sunlight, these are all what? These are obtained from nature. Okay, air, water, soil, sunlight, coal, petroleum, natural gas, these are all obtained from nature and they are called as natural resources. And on the other hand, plastics, yes, plastics is a synthetic material. Okay, plastic, synthetic fibers, paints, drugs, these are all what? Obtained from, or these are all man-made. Okay, these are all man-made, so they are referred to as man-made materials. Okay, so therefore anything in the environment which can be used is called as a resource. Okay, anything which can be used from the environment is called as a resource. What is resource? Anything in the environment okay, anything in the environment which can be used is called a resource. You can write, okay, you can write down in your notebook. Anything in the environment which can be used is called a resource. Okay, and all the natural resources, basically we are going to discuss about natural resources only in this chapter. All the natural resources can be classified into two main groups, and these are inexhaustible natural resources and exhaustible natural resources. Okay, so therefore what are inexhaustible natural resources? First of all, inexhaustible means something which cannot be used up completely. That means you cannot finish it up, they are unlimited. Okay, so those natural resources which are present in unlimited quantity in nature and are not likely to be exhausted by human activities are called inexhaustible natural resources. And inexhaustible natural resources are also referred to as renewable resources, right? Renewable. For example, sunlight and air. More examples are there: sunlight, air, water. These are all what? Inexhaustible natural resources. Okay, they last forever. Okay, and they can be used again, and these can be used again and again. Whereas exhaustible natural resources are what? Exhaustible means something which can be used up completely. Okay, so that nothing is left behind, something which can be used up completely. Okay, so those resources which are present in a limited quantity in nature are called exhaustible natural resources, and it can be exhausted by human activities. Okay, and examples of these resources are what? Forests, wildlife, minerals, coal, petroleum, natural gas. These are all what? Exhaustible natural resources. Clear? Okay, so remember, in this chapter we are going to study about coal, petroleum and natural gas. And coal, petroleum and natural gas are what? Exhaustible natural resources. Exhaustible natural resources are also referred to as non-renewable resources. Okay, so coal, petroleum and natural gas are exhaustible natural resources or non-renewable resources. Okay, because when all the coal, petroleum and natural gas present under the earth will be used up, then no more supply of these fuels will be available in the near future. Okay, that is why coal, petroleum and natural gas are referred to as non-renewable sources of energy, non-renewable resources or exhaustible resources. Clear? Now, now we are going to discuss about fossil fuels. Okay, fossil fuels. See, first of all, you have to know about the meaning of fossils. The term fossils. What are fossils? See, uh, fossils. Fossils are the remains. Fossils are the remains of prehistoric prehistoric plants and animals. Okay, you can write by yourself. Fossils are the remains of the prehistoric plants or animals buried under the earth millions of years ago. Okay, buried under the earth millions of years ago. Okay, fossils are the remains of the prehistoric plants and animals buried under the earth millions of years ago. And fossil fuels are what? Fossil fuels are the natural fuels formed from the remains of living organisms buried under the earth long ago. Okay, so coal, petroleum, natural gas are what? Fossil fuels. Okay, coal, petroleum and natural gas are called as fossil fuels because they were formed by the decomposition of the remains of prehistoric plants and animals which were buried under the earth long ago. Okay, so fossil fuels are what? Exhaustible natural resources, because once all the fossil fuels are used up, they will be gone forever. Okay, so in this chapter we will learn about some exhaustible natural resources like coal, petroleum and natural gas, and these were formed from the dead remains of living organisms which are also called as fossils. Fossils are what? Dead remains. Okay, dead remains of living organisms. Living organisms are what? Plants or animals. Dead remains of living organisms are called as fossils. So these coal, petroleum and natural gas were formed from the dead remains of the living organisms, so they are also known as fossil fuels. Clear? Now we'll start about coal. We'll start about coal. The first one. See here. You may have seen coal or heard about it. It is as hard as a stone and is black in color. Okay. Coal is what? Hard as a stone and it is black in color. This is the figure of coal which is given to you. Moreover, it is a hard, if we define coal, then we can say that coal is a hard black combustible mineral. Okay, it is combustible, you can burn it. Combustible mineral that consists mainly of carbon. That consists mainly of what? Carbon. Coal contains carbon. Okay, coal contains what? Carbon. Clear? So it is found in coal mines, deep coal mines. It is found in deep coal mines under the surface of the earth. Right, it is found in the deep coal mines under the surface of the earth. Basically it is found in mainly in India, and it is found in Bihar, West Bengal, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, right? And it is found in abundance in our country, and it is the most important source of energy in our country. Okay, why it is the most important source of our source of energy? Because coal is one of the fuels which is used to cook food, because it gives us energy. It provides us energy. And earlier times it was used in railway engines to produce steam so that it can run engines, and it is also used in thermal power plants to produce electricity, right? And coal is also used as a fuel in various industries. So these are some of the uses of coal which is given to you, right? Okay, these are some of the uses of coal. Clear? So yes, this is the introductory part, and we have studied about the introduction of coal. and in the next video we'll continue the chapter. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.